2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
Now, we'll look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Then it's Morant. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Conchar in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Pacers, we've got Miles Turner. Smith is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard. Now, here's Halliburton. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Conchar, the pass to Adams. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson with the screen. Conchar, good. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Nice shot by Smith.
And not just a score. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Halliburton against Morant. And it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
.143 left here in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 6. Good.
A versatile offensive talent. We know Morant can drive, but he also has a smooth jumper.
Now Halliburton. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Heat, that's for sure. Conchar, the pass to Brooks. To the middle. Here's Morant. Banked in off the glass.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Halliburton with it. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Back to Turner. Wide open look. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Love seeing this. Turner just rising and firing with no hesitation. Have to respect the confidence he's playing with.
Now here's Morant. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. The tray buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got 7 points in the game. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Nembhard. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Steven Adams picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year, he's been somebody they love having at the line.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a three-point game. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Grizzlies lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Please give a big round of applause for your...
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. But Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Dylan Brooks out there with Jones. Then it's Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the 4 spot. He misses the free throw.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
Good on the second free throw. Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, Smith. He plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
And here is Williams. Lobbed up there for Clark. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The feed to Taylor. Taken away by Williams. They get a hand on it. And Memphis with another turnover here. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Tyrese Halliburton. And so it's Indiana with it, trailing by 4. McConnell passes to Mathurin. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Passes it to Clark. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Memphis.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Miles Turner. Smith comes in for Jackson. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Taylor. Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And that one falls for Clark. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
First team foul.
Pacers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
we all know Hield can shoot it. But for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Both free throws good from Hield.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now here's Morant. He has 7. Outside Jackson. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pacers trail by 7. Halliburton outside. Batadze the pass to Hield. And Adams sends it back.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Hield. Sinks the 15-footer.
And I like seeing Hield take advantage of that mid-range area, appearing confident in taking that shot.
Pass to Conchar. Jackson with the screen. Conchar, the pass to Jackson. That one goes in. Jackson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Batadze. Adams defending. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Sinks the triple. Hield's got 7 points.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's Jackson atop the key. Pass to Conchar. Jackson with the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Coach, where do you look to shore things up at the defensive end of the floor?
They're hitting us in some different areas, so we got to give help on the inside. And with the guys we have playing tonight, we got to be real persistent, real together.
Got to find that chemistry very quickly. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello and welcome, everybody. It was a big first half for Ja Morant, and we've come to expect this.
In the first half, he was feeling it, not just putting up points, but shooting at a nice clip. I say just keep going to him.
I agree, Kenny. KIS, keep it simple. He's the best player on the floor right now.
And now, let's take a second here to look at what's ahead on the schedule.
The slate absolutely gets your attention. No easy games. This could bring out the best in the team. It's a measuring stick on how far they've come and how far they have left to go. I expect them to come out looking to prove a point.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Hield is out there with Smith. And there's Miles Turner. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that Ja Morant had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof.
Take a break.
Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps upping his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great.
No good on that one.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
And he's good on the second.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
To the wing right side. Here's Nembhard. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Nembhard's got 5.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
Jackson, a screen on Halliburton. Morant finds Jackson.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Morant against Halliburton. Hield outside. And Indiana, another 3. Great talking about the great Ja Morant. This guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away, but boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
And the first one drops. Indiana making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Smith. Nesmith comes in for Buddy Hield. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Both free throws good from Morant. Here's McConnell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Nembhard. He feeds it to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closer. Pacers trail by 3. 1:12 left to play in the third. Here's Nembhard, guarded by Morant. Nembhard, the pass to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Here's McConnell. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Williams kicks to Morant. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Cranes the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Jackson setting the pick here for McConnell. Stolen. Jones against McConnell. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. McConnell scanning the floor. Jackson count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
The Pacers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
At the line, for Indiana, Isaiah Jackson, 1 shot.
The free throw drops for Jackson. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. From deep, Brooks. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies out in front, up 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Memphis, Jones is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then there's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Williams. And it's Clark in at the 5 spot. Hield can't hit. Memphis leading by 5. Bombed up there for Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. There's a good screen. Three-pointer Hield. A three-pointer is right on target.
A volume three-point sniper. Hield realizes his role is to help space the floor with his shooting.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Here's Jackson. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Williams against Hield. Dishes it to Smith.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Smith with a screen on Jones. Halliburton for 3. Rebound by Williams.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Here's Brooks. That one misses. And Indiana will come the other way. Here's Mathurin. He started by Williams. Hield against Brooks. Halliburton passes to Hield. Off target from outside. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Jones dishes to Jackson. Pacers with the rebound. Here's Mathurin. Pass it to Smith. Here's Mathurin. Pass to Bitadze. They kick out to Hield. 4 on the clock. Launches it. That one's not going to go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're ahead by 4. 32 seconds left in the fourth. Some changes for Memphis. Adams, he's checked in for Clark. Conchar comes in for Williams. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He told his guys, this is it. We need one final push here. Everyone working together. Let's go get these guys. Also talked about making smart plays with the ball. Kevin, you can't have any mistakes at this point of the game.
Thank you, David. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
Pacers Nation, time to yell out for your Pacers Breaker Dance Crew. Your Indiana Pacemates are turning the temperature up.
There's 31 seconds left in the game. Turner finds Hield. Indiana again missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
As you've seen, they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're behind by 8. We got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
A shot by McConnell, no good. McConnell against Morant. So it's Memphis picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So
you all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.